Hello, I'm Jay Nicoll, Nicoll Investigations, and the host of Ontario Cold Cases, the podcast. This is a special edition. After 7 years, a female found near Lake Ontario, near Humber Bay Shores in Toronto, Ontario, has been identified. In August 2017, the remains of an unidentified individual were discovered in Lake Ontario, near Humber Bay Shores in Toronto. Investigators were called to the scene and determined the remains were that of a female between 48 and 72 years old. The individual had short white hair, brown eyes, and bilateral mammoplasty scars at the time of discovery. The female remains were transported to the Toronto Police Services for examination, where it was determined that there were no signs of foul play and her manner of death was ruled as undetermined. Several items were found in the vicinity of the woman's remains. None of them provided clues to her identity. Despite continuous efforts by law enforcement to identify the woman, no leads yielded a match and the case went cold. In 2022, the Toronto Police Service submitted forensic evidence to Othram in the Woodlands, Texas, in hopes that advanced DNA testing could help to identify the individual. Othram scientists used forensic-grade genome sequencing to build a comprehensive DNA profile for the unknown woman. Once the profile was developed, it was returned to the Toronto Police Service for use in a forensic genetic genealogy search to develop new leads in the case. Using this new information, a follow-up investigation was conducted, leading investigators to potential relatives of the woman throughout North America, most of whom traced their heritage to a specific region in Switzerland. In August 2023, members of the Toronto Police Service, with the assistance of the RCMP Liaison Program, reached out to police in Switzerland. Through continued collaboration, the investigation focused on a woman who was reported missing in Switzerland in September 2017. As a woman's death is not considered a criminal matter, the woman's identity is not being released. The identification of Toronto Jane Doe 2017 represents a seventh case in Ontario where investigators have publicly identified an individual using technology developed by Othram. Most recently in Toronto, William Taylor was confirmed to have been at the crime scene of the murder of Kevin McBride in 1982. Thank you for listening, and please consider subscribing to Ontario Cold Cases, a podcast, on Patreon, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or Amazon Music.